5,000 subscribers. I absolutely just am blown away and just so stoked. Obviously, we're past 5,000 now. We're at 5,100. But for quite a long time now, I've been trying to consider what can I do to say thank you for 5,000. I had all kinds of crazy ideas, none of which were really very fitting. None of them weren't me, they weren't what I would typically want to do for something like this. So what I've come up with is something I'm very excited about, so please stay tuned for that. I have the goal to reach 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year. It's late August right now, and so I'm kind of wondering if we can break 6,000 by the end of the year. So as I mentioned, I've been spending a lot of time trying to figure out what can I do to say thank you, what would be kind of a cool video. I had crazy ideas like being out somewhere cool and filming a video, but it just didn't seem right. So what I want to do is actually release an entire Oxygen build series from start to finish on a site that is meaningful to me, and that will be my way of saying thank you. So obviously, I do have the Ultimate Oxygen course, which is paid, and realistically, this series should live behind that paywall. But I want the exposure for this organization, and I want to give back to you guys, the community that has given me so much. I released the Ultimate Oxygen course in early 2020, right before COVID kicked off, and all of you were so supportive of it. It was just tremendous. I had such creeping self-doubt when I was going through the process. I spent weeks and weeks every single day from sunup to sundown recording and working on that content. And for a long time, I wasn't sure that it was actually going to be something people were interested in, but it's exceeded my expectations just in every way possible, both in terms of, monetary support, but also just support through the channel and Facebook and all these different places. So I wanted to just say thank you. It sounds a little bit cliche, but Oxygen really did change my life. It helped me build a business bigger than I ever thought possible. I have, 2 contractors on my team that we've become a team. We really are a team. They're absolutely amazing, and that would not have happened without Oxygen. I was able to save up enough money, save money, which is crazy. Never thought that was going to happen. And then actually purchase a house. Like, I never thought that was going to be possible. I never in a million years thought that making videos on the internet would translate to such a big impact that I could purchase my own home. So this has all happened in the last 60 days. So although my background doesn't look much different now as it did, earlier this year, I was renting the house that I ended up purchasing, and that's all thanks to you guys. So with this, all of that is to say that I really wanted to give back something impactful to the community, and hopefully what this does for your business is greater than what it has done for mine. Learning Oxygen was the best use of my time in terms of, investment in my business that I've ever been able to put in. And so I hope that that holds true for you. So let me go ahead and show you what we're going to be working on, and hopefully you guys find some real value out of it. So this is an organization that's very meaningful to me. So the gentleman in the center there in the blue shirt, his name is Zalman Harris, and he is from Monrovia, Liberia. And he left 10 or 15 years ago and made his way to the United States and eventually found his way to Florida, where I live. And his story is really interesting. He talked about how he never wanted to go back there. But as you get older, life develops and you start to realize what's meaningful. He realized that he didn't want to leave, his friends and family there and these other people behind. So he's taken it upon himself over the last few years to build this organization in honor of his mother, to actually build schools for these children in Liberia. And what they're doing is just absolutely amazing. So I know Zalman well. He's a key member of our community in this area. We're in some networking groups together. He's a fantastic photographer. He's at every event. He's just so visible, such a nice guy. Everybody loves him. So I offered to take over their website, give it a fresh coat of paint, and just try to reflect the great things that they're doing on the ground in Liberia online. So this process and this series here on YouTube is going to be rebuilding their site from this Figma mockup that you see from the ground up. Now, if you're already a member of the Permaslug community and you have the Ultimate Oxygen course, you've seen some of the other live streams, there may be some things here that we've already done and you've already seen, but I'm hoping that the continuity of taking this from start to finish, from the very beginning, from cloning the site in Cloudways, with the base install, all the way up to every bit of setup from start to finish, is something that will really help you. And like I mentioned, this should definitely live behind the paywall of the Ultimate Oxygen course, but I just didn't feel that was right for this particular case. This is my way of giving back, so hopefully you guys can understand where I'm coming from on that. And again, I hope this gives you real value. So please stay tuned here on the channel. Like I mentioned, if you're not already subscribed, go ahead and do that. And you will see the beginning of this series in the very near future. I've already recorded the first episode. There's probably going to be, I'm anticipating maybe 6 or 7 episodes. We'll see how that goes. But I'm really excited to share this with you guys. Again, thank you so much for the support, for crossing 5,000 subscribers, and I really hope to keep pushing the channel forward, making it better, helping you guys learn more, teaching myself more, and all of us being along for the ride. And one day soon, I hope to meet many of you in person once we're on the other side of all this world health drama. So in any case, thank you all so much, and I will see you very soon in a future video.